our right side, excuse me. All right, so I'm going to take this color in here. Notice how all the colors I've selected today are definitely more towards that greenish blue side, the Prussian blue side. Right? So we've only used our ultramarine a couple times here. And I'm going to put all of that dark all down this way. So I know that we're missing some of the minor reflections and things, but those we can always glaze on. I'm more concerned with getting the general tones in here so it looks like water, right? So for instance, I might have missed some of this mountain stuff. That's totally fine. The one thing I actually would correct now, remember the paint's still wet. One thing I would actually correct now is in here, just making sure that we get the side of that mountain in reflection. All right, and then the last piece in here, actually, no, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of the deep dark color. Do you see how it's a little bit darker in there? Let me get the red so you can see. It's a little bit darker in there, and it has a very smooth blend, just like our snowbank, right? So I'm going to take the darker blue in here that we used before, and I'm going to go ahead and stack that or tile it on the top. Oops, without pressing a button randomly. Sorry. I think I need a darker color. Oop, there we go. That's better. There we go. And if it gets patchy like mine is right now, you can always take your dry brush, go back and forth a little bit. All right, so now that we have that, there are some little itty bitty reflections in here that we also want to put on before it dries. So I would take a small round brush if you have it. I think I'm going to use my watercolor brush here. And we're going to select, I'm going to zoom in here, select this color in here. So that's super gray, right? It's very much so the same tone as this one we use down here. It's just a little bit more toward gray. So use a lot of gray in there, and maybe just the ultramarine, I think, would be best. All right, and then what we'll do is wherever you find, I don't know what those things are. Fish, maybe? Who knows? We're going to put like a little dot like that where it starts. And then with a clean brush, also small, drag that out like that. Now mine are a little bit larger than I had intended, but you make them just like you see in the photo there, young lady. Like that. And if they start to look kind of strange, you can always take a little bit more of your clean dry brush and blend it out further. All right. Oops, not that. There we go. So that's what you're going to do this week. It's probably going to be 2 different sittings. I do one sitting for this part in here, the snow embankment, and then another sitting for the entire water area without like adding any detail of the rocks or anything like that. Does that make sense?